Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today we want to talk about chronic illness and chronic symptoms, especially if they are overwhelming. One of the first things that you want to do is stop unnecessary stress. What might that look like if your symptoms are going crazy and they are overwhelming? Stopping unnecessary stress means, first and foremost, let's eliminate the stress that you can. So, anything going on in the world, turn it off. Turn off the news. Unsubscribe from all the newsletters that are talking about politics and what's going on in the world, possibly everything from wars to medical interventions to anything going on. We want to stop politics. We want to stop all of that. So this may be either just not going on your YouTube channels, your Twitter, anything like that. It may be just eliminating it altogether, or it may be just blocking and unsubscribing from everything that normally interests you and that you like, but it's going to cause any kind of negative stress. So that's one thing you can do. You can block people and emails and newsletters and anything, work emails, anything that's coming to you that you can no longer tolerate, or no longer want in your life right now, because you need to stop anything that's unnecessary. So right now, just for instance, for me, I've blocked all channels and all subscriptions to anything that I would normally watch that's telling me about the state of the world, because it is negative right now. And it's not that I don't want to know, but right now you put yourself in a protective bubble. So that's what I would say. Secondly, I've stopped all emails. So if anybody is actually wondering why I'm not responding, why I'm not getting back to emails, why I've stopped my consultations, any and all of that is because when you are not in your prime condition, when you have symptoms or overwhelming symptoms, you want to stop anything that reminds you of that. So this isn't being mean, that blocking emails, blocking anything, like I'm not doing any work things right now. Blocking anything that could contribute to stress unnecessarily, again, no good. So again, we don't want to Google things. We don't want to look things up. We don't want to stress ourselves out with your symptoms or anything going on. You can be listening to positive books, positive shows, positive podcasts, something that gives you solutions and inspiration and motivation. Success stories are great, though. Watch the whole first part of any success story is people usually reliving their illness, reliving their symptoms. Skip midway and start to when they start to get better. Listen to what they did. Skip all the stuff, assume it was bad, assume it was just as bad as you, assume it was worse, and go to the solutions. So always go to the solutions, to the inspiration, to the things that make you feel good. You can do meditation. So you want to calm your nervous system and you want to stop stress from coming in. So that means from the world. That means from the world at large, from media, from social media, from newsletters, from your email, anything online. You can just take a detox from being online, or you can set it up so you don't even see these things, okay? And you're only looking at good things. That would be number one. Number two, I would seriously consider being very careful of the foods you put in your body to the point of fasting. Now, you definitely need nutrition. However, to feed a sick body is to feed the illness. So when you're in a heightened nervous system state and you have symptoms flying all over the place, your nervous system is not regulated. And when it's in a sympathetic dominant state, it can't really digest anyways. So you want to eat when you're hungry, you want to drink when you're thirsty, but you don't want to overdo it. You certainly need to cut out anything that isn't good, anything that's not healthy, anything that's not from the earth, anything that's highly processed or sugar, like all the regular stuff. But then you want to eat very small meals, small portions, things that your body can handle digesting. Liquids, juices, soups, smoothies, and little amounts. And not when your symptoms are raging, when you're in a more relaxed state, when you feel in a more relaxed state like eating, then eat. When you're in a crazed state where your symptoms are going crazy, don't eat. Just fast those out, right? Your body will eventually get hungry. It will signal to you, and you can eat nourishing, easy things. Drinking water, drinking herbal teas, right? Light juices. Fresh pressed juices like a cucumber juice or a celery juice. You can soups are great, broths and soups where everything is cooked thoroughly and the digestion is going to be so much easier. So cut a lot of things that are hard to digest and just unnecessary at this point, because that's stressful. That's adding digestive stress to your body. So take off digestive stress on the body. Take off world stress, take off work stress. Try to meditate as often as possible. Try to breathe, do breathing techniques and slow down your breathing as often as possible. So if your nervous system is highly dysregulated, grounding, breathing, making sure that your digestion is only what it can handle. Stress out of your life, all negative outside stress. Relationships now. So if you find it stressful to interact with certain family members or call them, or extended friends and family, just stop that for the time being. You may have to interact with the people in your household, your spouse, your children, whoever it is that you're living with. But you can make it meaningful and positive interactions. Don't just get into fights. Don't nitpick at things. Let things go. If somebody says something you don't like, let it go. Let it roll off you. This isn't the time to pick a fight, to, forgive easily. So what I would say, if somebody's stressing you out, let them have it. Forgive easily. Focus on the positive, smile. Make all your interactions, even in your household, limited and positive. When it starts to get more intense, or the noise volume goes up, or it's just not working in that moment, just remove yourself from that position at that point in time and come back one-on-one when it's an easier and you can focus on positive things, love, interaction, connection. This is what you want to be focusing on. So anything that's stressful in relationships, you have to let that go. So to lower stress is really important. Stress on your eyes, stress on your brain. So if you're looking at the screen a lot, even if it's positive things, that's a physical stress on your eyes and brain. You have to cut that out. So not only the physical stress of things on your eyes, but in your ears. Are you listening all day long to audiobooks, to podcasts? You may think, well, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to put all that strain on my eyes. But you do strain your ears. You do strain your brain. You overload it. It's working to process all that information. So you want to give yourself breaks from information, just downtime. Walk in nature. No electronics. No podcasts. No information overload. Just sounds of nature. Just nothing. It's very boring. But this is necessary to take all stress, physical stress off your nervous system, digestive stress off your nervous system, relationship stress off your nervous system, world stress off your nervous system, highly stimulating noises and sounds and lighting. Turn them off. You don't need them during the day. So, and then at night, you should be in a more restful mode anyways. Dim your lights. Every light in your house should have a dimmer, or you can use these electric candles. Just put them in the rooms that you're in. That's all you want to do. Dim it down to the bare minimum after the sun has gone down. Stress on your body could be, anything. So there's good stress and there's bad stress. Of course, Movement, exercise is good stress because you're moving your body, but never to the point of exhaustion. Hot and cold therapy, good stress. Not eating because you're limiting digestion is also stressful for your body, but it's a good stress, especially if you're not going long durations. So yes, there's a lot of stressful things and you have to weigh those things, but you want to take the majority of what's stressing your body out the most, take it off your plate. So that is my tip for today, particularly if you have a lot of symptoms, overwhelming symptoms, or constant symptoms. Eliminate and stop any and all unnecessary stress and keep it down, because once your nervous system regulates, once your stress response can regulate and you can get into that parasympathetic response, then you can digest again, then you can heal, then everything starts to work better. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know you know this information, but it's really important not to just hear it, not just take it in, but to actually do it. Do it. It's in the action. It's in the actual taking of the stress off, not knowing you need to take it off, but the actual unburdening of all the layers of stress that we have in our life that are adding to our activated stress response in the autonomic nervous system. So again, I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one.